Oh, am I sweating? I'm doing the James Brown pat. It's that Denzel from American Gangster. It's alpaca, you blot that shit. You don't want to smear it. It's that alpaca, you blot that shit. Man, I don't know. This has been a weird time for me. That's why I'm thinking about all these things. Like, as I have got more into my 40s, you start evaluating your life, you know, like where you've been, where you're going. Things are changing, but you still feel young, you know. I feel young, but the time is starting to get past me. Like, I still listen to rap music, but I can't listen to the radio because I don't know what the fuck these kids is talking about. I become that guy, you know, digging through my CD case. You see my CDs? I'm that dude. And then even like some of the rappers, I thought we would have like older rappers, like the way they got the Rolling Stones, they get in their 70s and 80s. I thought we'd have like some rapper like Rolling Stones, but everybody is dying, you know what I mean? I didn't know that was gonna happen this soon. We lost Shock G, we lost DMX, just all these people that I thought that we was gonna grow old with. The last one that we lost, it really hit me. It hit me right here. Last year, we lost Coolio, y'all. Did somebody just find out about Coolio? I'm sorry. Spoiler alert. Yeah, no more Fantastic Voyages. It's different for me, though. Coolio played an integral part of my childhood. I lost my virginity to Gangsta's Paradise. I did. I'm not making this up. I give y'all the story. Okay, he wasn't in the room, but he was in the room, all right? I'll break it down. I'm Cleveland born and raised. I'm 44 years old. Back in the 90s in Cleveland, it was one black radio station. One black radio station. So every form of black music had to come through this one vessel. If it was Sunday, they were playing gospel. If it was midday, they would mix it up. They would give you top 10. But they had this thing after 9 o'clock. It was called For Lovers Only. So you would turn that on, and if you had company, you would try to set the mood. And I was a 17-year-old virgin. I was almost 18. And I know that don't seem old to a lot of ladies, but any man who ever makes it to be an 18-year-old virgin, it's a nightmare, all right? That is school shooter territory, all right? No woman wants to teach a man anything sexually. All right, y'all want us to show up knowing what to do, okay? So I'm like, how can I get rid of this? The girlfriend that I had at the time, it would never work out. You know how you would try to hook up and something would happen, somebody knock on the door, she gets scared, you get scared, she on her period. Something would always happen. But this one particular night, sun, moon, and stars lined up. It was 1 week away from my 18th birthday. I'm like, oh, it's going down. So my girlfriend comes over. We go in the room, turn on some radio, got it going. Little Sade on in the background. Is it a crime? You like the incense going? You got the incense? You just see those glowing orange dots in your dark room. Just setting the mood. Lit a couple candles, you know. You know the candles that the Puerto Ricans have with the Virgin Mary on front? Or she just staring at you like, you better wear a condom. And I'm like, I'm a virgin just like you, Mary. This is going down and I'm not lacing up tonight. You tell your son if you want to, it's going down. So I was so happy, everything lined up. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe it. I'm about to lose my virginity. Me and this girl, we're going at it. We're in the bed, everything's about to go down. But I forgot, at a certain point of the night, the radio station goes from For Lovers Only back to a regularly scheduled radio program. I forgot all about this till 11:59. As soon as I get this girl's titty in my mouth, all I hear over the radio is, as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left. It's like, Coolio, get the fuck out of here. What are you doing? I'm trying to have sex. But I didn't have the wherewithal to like get up and change the radio station. Guys know this. When you're young, if you do anything for more than 5 seconds, she loses it. She's like, I don't even want to do it anymore. So I was like, I'm staying in this bed. This is going to be a threesome. It's me, you, and her, Coolio. Let's tear these walls up. I made it to the 3rd verse. That's as far as I got. Well, she didn't clap. I'm glad y'all enjoyed that, but she did not clap, all right? I was done so quick, the song was still on. They was still singing Gangsta's Paradise. I decided to sing to it while I was pulling my pants up. I was like, why are we so blind to see the ones we hurt? Not you, are you and me. That was the happiest day of my life up until that moment. So I'm a man now. I was the last one in my friend group to start having sex. So it was a really big deal. Like I said, I was a week away from my 18th birthday. My friends were having sex when they were 17, a lot when they were 16, a few when they were 15. You know how that you have that one friend who started having sex way too early? One of my friends found out I lost my virginity. He was like, John, you just got pussy. I've been fucking since I was 9 years old. You just got some. I've been having sex since I was 9 years old. I was getting ridiculed. I got so sick of hearing this. I just looked him in his eye. I was like, nigga, you got molested, all right? Stop telling that story of sexual assault like you had anything to do with it. Your mother's friend came over to babysit you, and soon as she left, she's like, all right, come on, get in the bed with Brenda. Let me see what you're working with. Take off them Spider-Man underwear. What you got in there, boy? Ain't got no hair on your balls. You get violated by this nasty old woman. And she kick you out of the bed. Go watch the Thundercats. Your mama coming home. You sitting in front of TV, one of them old-ass TVs sitting on the floor, eating an old woman's meal of beans and cornbread, trying to justify what just happened to you. Y'all women, y'all grow up, y'all get with these fuckboys. Y'all wonder why we can't come unless your breath smell like Newports. We traumatized out here. Some Jada Pinkett Smith snatching souls out here. It's a true story for a lot of my friends. Seriously, it go down, man. And I had that experience. I started having sex, and I was in a nice relationship for a while, but I got out of it. Then I started dating, and you start realizing the ups and downs of dating. I started realizing that I kind of had a thing for crazy women. It didn't start off that way. I think since I was birthed into the sexual world by a crazy woman, that just became like a Pavlovian response for my dick. Like, the crazier a woman was, the more I was just like, what's your name, young lady? You wonder why that is, but you find out why. And it's the same reason why women are attracted to crazy, not shit dudes. Because they fuck the best. Crazy women have the best pussy. I'm sorry. And I think it's more of a thing of no boundaries, because the same thing that will make a woman extremely freaky in the bedroom will make her throw a brick through your window, all right? They have no boundaries. Everything's a good idea in the moment to them, all right? You just gotta stay on the good side of that brick. You don't wanna be on this side of that brick. I've been on the bad side of the brick a few times. You don't wanna be on that side. I had a lot of crazy girls in my 20s, and you start learning the hard way that maybe we shouldn't be messing with these girls. I was thinking about that because it was one of the few times I was listening to the radio, trying to listen to some rap, like, what's this? And there was this poet that came on. Her name is Cardi B. She had a delightful song on. It was called WAP, WAP. It's an acronym. You know what I'm talking about. Something's wet. She had a line in the song. I don't remember it word for word, but I'm paraphrasing because it was very intriguing, all right? She said, I'll do a Kegel while it's inside. spit in my mouth, look in my eyes. And this was during COVID, and I was like, spit in my mouth in a pandemic? Yes, you nasty bitch. I would love that. Yes, please. You snaggletooth Puerto Rican witch. Spit back in my mouth. I don't care. I was forged in the fires of crazy women. I love that kind of talk. I love it. They give you that crazy sex that you ain't ready for. All these tricks you only seen on pornos. You're like, oh my God, I'm getting this from a crazy woman. You get them crazy woman blowjobs. Whew. They use that back of the throat spit. Oh, don't get weird on me now. You know what I'm talking about. That thick, kind of stink a little bit. It's a string a foot long, still holding. And she suck it back up. I love that. I love back of the throat spit. I'm in a relationship now. I get tip of the tongue spit. I don't like that. It's like Windex. It's like, no. Like Ike Turner, you gotta come from your gut. I wanna know what you got. Just forged in the fires of crazy women. But you gotta get away from them crazy girls, because they come to you with some crazy stuff. You even get some casualties, some crossfire going on. Like, you ever have a woman cuss your mama out and you keep having sex with her? I have. It was little Miss Coolio. We were still going strong in this relationship, but she was psychotic. Mind you, this is the 90s, so when somebody called you, they called the house. So I was smart. I'm like, you know what? I just won't pick up the phone. But my mother's here. And let the phone ring for 6 times in a black household. Who the hell is calling my house? I'm arguing with this girl. My mother don't know it at the time. So my mother picks up the phone, innocent. Hello? Fuck you too, bitch. Click. I hung up on my mother. Mother comes in my room like, John, what is going on? Why are you still talking to this girl? She has no respect. She's calling here. She's hanging up. She just cussed at me. Why are you still dealing with this girl? I didn't know how to lie to my mother, so I just had to tell her. I was like, look, Ma, this girl is known in the streets as a throat goat. She is the greatest of all times. And I'm supposed to give that up? This is a dick demon. I don't know how to handle these emotions. Matter of fact, fuck you too, bitch. Get out of my room. I don't know how to handle these emotions, Mama. She's taking me to places sexually I haven't been. But you gotta learn how to navigate those waters. With crazy women, you get a couple things with crazy women. You either get that dude in the bushes waiting to OJ both of y'all, because whatever she did to him last year, she like, oh, is this the new dude? You either get him, or she gets pregnant. Yeah, you hear that collective sigh? That was the sound of child support falling out of pockets. Yeah, they do get pregnant. Hell yeah, they sure do. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. And as it happens, soon as the babies come around, the relationships don't work out. But here's what you do: you gotta stay in there. You gotta stay strong for the kids, even if the relationship don't work. So women, be good mothers to the kids. Guys, be good fathers to your kids. And women usually take the kids, and then we get hit with the child support. So pay your child support, gentlemen. Pay your child support. The kids ain't got nothing to do with this. We got to pay our child support. Thank you. Ladies, when we pay the child support, don't complain to us about how it ain't shit, okay? I can't go to my boss and tell him my check ain't shit, so please don't come to me and tell me that my check ain't shit, all right? You take that up with HR the same way I gotta do, okay? You go talk to that bitch in juvenile court who made us do this, all right? It happened. I got 3 kids. Me and my kids' mom, we get along, but not when it come to money. Every time them tiny-ass child support checks come, she got to screenshot it and just show me. SMH, shake my head. Like, I'm paying what the state told me to pay. I'm gonna get them extra stuff. Don't worry, I'm here. I'm a good daddy. I'm gonna do it. But they don't care about that. They in the moment. They just want to cuss you out. They mad at somebody. Do you think you doing something? This ain't shit. You think that little check did something? It didn't. This ain't shit. I gotta buy clothes and shoes. I don't get food stamps no more. You think this doing something? This ain't shit. Like, I have been degraded so much and had my money just downgraded, and this ain't shit, and this ain't shit, that all my niceness just went out the window. She kept saying my money wouldn't shit and my money wouldn't shit, and then finally I was like, well, you know what? That's what you get for letting the fry cook bust nuts in you. What kind of money did you think I had? I was sneaking home chicken wings and cheese fries when we was together. Did you really think I had a stack of hundreds under my bed that I was just saving up when the kids got here? I had to catch the bus just to fuck you. Did you think I had a Cadillac in the driveway? Just waiting for the right occasion. Do you know how degrading it is to catch the bus to get pussy? You got a bag of chicken wings, an expired condom, and a transfer. Like, this bitch better be home. Oh, because they all live in shitty neighborhoods. And this one lived in East Cleveland, boy. Man. I'm telling you, I had to break it down to her. I was like, you kissed a frog, and you thought I was going to turn into a prince. I am still a frog, all right? You're lucky you ain't get warts fucking with my no condom wearing ass, all right? You fuck with broke dick, you will get these broke dick problems, all right? I will see you at the PTA meeting, bitch. I talk shit, but it's ultimately the stuff that I deal with as a dad, it's still easy because I'm weekend dad, you know what I mean? As much baby mama drama as you deal with, she still got the kids, so you know what I mean? My job is still easy. I just got to show up on the weekend and throw wads of money at my kids and say, that bitch lying, and just, just throw 20s at them. You know your mama lying. I got a son and 2 girls. My son is totally different, though. Totally different. My son, he's grown, but he has autism. So you know what that means. This motherfucker ain't moving out. Put on your helmet and get in the basement. We got company coming over, boy. I'm playing. We shove an Ativan down his throat first, and then we slowly walk him downstairs. Like, okay, we go watch some TV, and then you go lay down. Okay. No, my son is awesome. My son is awesome. And autism is so prevalent now. And everybody knows at least somebody who knows somebody who deals with it. And once you start finding out about autism, you realize that these people are just like you and me. They just have communication problems. Some are more severe than others, but they're pretty much just stuck in their body, and it's your job to learn a way to communicate with them so they can communicate with the world. And that's what we do. My son is smart, he's handsome, he has a way to communicate, and we're making it through. So it's not even autism that really bothers me. What I don't like is every normal person putting the weirdos in their life into our autism pile. Like, stop doing that shit. Like, all you normal people in the audience now, every week I hear somebody say they think they know somebody who's on the spectrum. Everybody don't have autism, y'all, all right? Some of y'all friends are just stupid, okay? Stop dumping everybody into the autism pile. I was talking to this lady. She was complaining about the new guy at her job. She's like, I think he's on the spectrum. I think he has autism. I can tell. He can't read my facial cues. He keeps cornering me. He tells me stories that I don't want to hear. I think he's on the spectrum. He bought me flowers the other day. He gave them to me. I didn't even want them. I think he's on the spectrum. It's like, he's trying to fuck you, all right? He doesn't have autism. Like, nerds can't read social cues. That don't mean that he's sneaking off to Las Vegas to count cards, all right? It's because you caught this nigga doing a Sudoku puzzle at lunchtime. Don't mean that he has autism. It's like autism is just this garbage term that everybody throws everything in. He has autism. He has autism. I'll give you guys a peek into autism. You want to know what autism is? I took my son to the movies. The movie was over. We went to the restroom after that. And when you go anywhere with large restrooms, there's at least 10 urinals lined up. And you know, as guys, we go to the urinal, you pull your zipper down, pull your penis out, take a piss, you leave. Well, my son, who doesn't have any social cues, he goes to the first urinal, and instead of unzipping his pants, he pulls his pants and underwear down to his ankles, so his ashy black ass is out at the first urinal. So every man that walks in sees this. He's this tall. This is a grown-ass man, all right? My son don't know, but I'm embarrassed for him, so I try to pull up his pants. But now I look like his boyfriend that got caught blowing him in the bathroom. So now we both embarrassed. That's autism, all right? My son's autistic. He has some deficits, but that day was the first day that I actually thought that he might be a little slow. It wasn't because of that. It was because I saw his dick when I was pulling it up. I was like, God damn, boy. We got to get you out this house. Get out of that basement, man. Had a 24-ounce can emptying out at that urinal. What is you doing? You got a Ferrari parked in the driveway. You ain't driving. We got to get you dating. Man. But that's how it is. Everybody think that they understand what autism is. It ain't as complicated as people make it to be. It's fairly simple, but everybody ain't got autism. And it's that. And it's either that or everybody thinks that they're a little autistic. I'm sick of that shit now, too. I think I'm a little autistic. Not totally, just a little bit. I think I'm a little autistic. I just have to have things a particular way. I'm a little autistic. It's like autism is the new black. Like everybody wants to be 3%, but nobody wants to be full blown. You know what I mean? Like a white person's 23andMe. Like, ooh, 3% Nigerian. I can say it. No, you can't. All right. I don't care if you have to color code anything in your house that does not make you autistic. You know, and you can also know how people are not autistic because they're talking to you. All right. People with autism don't really talk that much, and they don't give eye contact. I gotta throw a brick at my son's head just for him to turn around. But everybody who thinks they have autism wants to give you a whole paragraph about how they have autism. Like, you're not autistic, you're a narcissist, all right? Like, shut the fuck up with that. Man. My girls are young teenagers now, so I'm getting nervous, because we all know what happens with teenage girls. I got 2 older sisters. I have seen this movie before. So I'm just waiting for the plot twist. I'm waiting for the nose ring, the tattoo, the weird friend, the late night out. Still haven't got that yet. Being dad with girls too, it's still a little different because the mom gets a lot of that. I get a lot of the angel, you know. They like to hide. What I deal with my kids is more generational. It's stuff that you didn't realize. Like, wow, I'm getting old because it was not like this for me when I was a kid. And I realized that when I talked to my girls. I did one of my throw money at them weekends. I'm like, ooh, it's about to be school. Let's go school shopping. I'm all excited because I didn't go school shopping as a kid. We went to the Goodwill. We went to the Goodwill, or you got hand-me-downs, and when you're a boy with 2 sisters, you really don't want hand-me-downs, all right? I was the first transgender kid at my school. Little bows at the bottom of pants. Like, can you rip them off at least, Mama? Can we pretend like my sister didn't give me these? So yeah, my girls, I wanted to take them out, and I wanted to get them some clothes. But they don't like going out and buying clothes, and I didn't know what it was until my daughter, she finally said, she was like, Dad, we don't go out to buy clothes. We get all our clothes online. I was like, really? How do you know you fit it? She was like, I can just tell. I was like, well, where do you get your clothes? She's like, we get all our clothes from Shein, Daddy. Shein. I did not know what Shein was. I had to look it up. Apparently Shein is some Southeast Asian website that sews all of our daughters' dresses together. I did not know this was a thing. Now, very reasonably priced. These dresses are only $10 or $15, but they're cheap as shit. It's a Cinderella scenario. They're not gonna make it through half the day. Ladies, if your titties start sweating, that thing's gonna be topless, because the salt in your titties is just gonna eat through any Shein outfit that you are wearing. So it's a one-time wear, all right? At least don't throw it in the dryer. I had to tell my girls, I was like, let's go somewhere where y'all can try these on. So if you don't fit them, you know, you can give them back or at least get a receipt. They didn't want to do that. I finally convinced them. I'm like, let's go to the mall. It's still a good time. There's got to be one mall left, right? We went to the mall, and they didn't like it. I'm literally dragging them through, and I'm like, I'm giving you money. Why don't you? Your mama been begging for this money. I'm giving you this money. And they were sad the whole time until we got to this one store. And then they brightened up, and I looked, and the store was called Hot Topic. I'd never been to a Hot Topic before. I'm like, what is this? My youngest, she's in there because she loves all the Hello Kitty stuff. So I'm like, oh, this is nice. But then I saw all these, like, dark clothes, and it's just gothic. And I'm like, wait a minute, I got two little black goth girls? I didn't know they made those. I knew y'all was sad, but I didn't know you was that sad. I didn't put the clues together. I didn't realize they was wearing their braids over one eye and sitting crisscross applesauce on the couch playing Roblox, just angry at the world. Like, I know your mama's a bitch, but you ain't got to be that angry. But they really love the goth stuff. They really love that, and that's what Hot Topic is. It's Goth Girl Jr. Well, it's that. And it's my first slut kit. Like, those clothes are very sexually suggestive. One of the first things I saw was fishnet stockings. I'm like, really? For a 14-year-old, y'all need fishnet stockings? I'm like, I don't think this is appropriate. My daughter, they were looking at clothes. My oldest daughter went to the changing room, and she was like, I'm going to come out and just tell me if it fits. And I was like, okay. She comes out of the changing room. I look her up and down. I couldn't believe what she was wearing. I was like, are you sure you need a corset for school? She was like, yes. Now tie me up, Daddy. I was like, don't you ever say that to another man for the rest of your life. Now throw it in the bag. You just like your mama. Okay. Hot Topic, it's cheap. Hot Topic was cheap. I got some cheap clothes there. They all got 5 outfits each. Less than rent money. I was like, you know what? I'm on board. I'm going to regret this in 2 years, but whatever, keep y'all in my good graces. So I like Hot Topic now. The only other store that they liked was a store that I actually recognized. It was a Spencer's. I'm like, I didn't know Spencer's was still around. We went in there because this is another generational thing. My girls are into anime. They love anime. I never watched anime growing up. We watched Transformers and Thundercats. I mean, them was Asians drawing that too, but they didn't look Asian. But they really get into anime. I didn't know that this was a thing. So we're in Spencer's because they have all these anime t-shirts. So they're in the front of the store and they're just digging through all these t-shirts so they can find something to wear for school. And I'm like, this is fun. We'll do this, and then we'll get out of here. And again, my girls are really sweet. They're very respectful. They stayed in front with the t-shirts. I don't know how recently anyone has been to Spencer's. They still keep all the dicks in the back. T-shirts in the front, dicks in the back. Slight warning before you get to the back, because it's the weed and the mushrooms. And then you see these beads, and it's like a 90s video store. You just peek through it, and it's just dicks as far as the eye can see. Everything from those little dick straws the bridesmaids use. They got the bullet, they got the rabbit with the little ears. You got that one arm hanging on the wall for some reason, like, oh! Come back up front. Let's get these anime t-shirts and get out of here. Well, our girls were respectful. They were just looking through the t-shirts. And they had little trinkets there, too. They had these ramen noodle bowl sets. They're like, ooh, Daddy, can we get these, too? I'm like, you guys can eat with chopsticks? They're like, yeah, we love ramen. I'm like, ramen was a struggle meal for us growing up, and y'all like this? They put eggs in it, like they put shrimp in it, not the shrimp pack, like real shrimp. Like they really do this stuff. They can do the chopsticks. They're so good at it. I didn't know like how prevalent Asian culture was in like this generation, but I'm like, okay, that's cool. And I should have known too, because their choices of music, they don't just listen to rap, they listen to everything. They listen to a lot of K-pop. And I am so sick of Korean pop music. If I hear BTS one more goddamn time, I hear these cute little Korean boys singing in Korean over a Boyz II Men beat. I swear to God. I can't take it no more. It's educational listening to other music, but I get sick of it because, like all kids, they just play it over and over again. But you do get to learn the music and the language when you listen to K-pop a lot. And I started learning Korean. I found out what the Korean word for you is. It's niga. Yeah, it's niga. All I kept hearing was all these M-bombs in the songs that my girls was listening to. We in the car on the way to the mall, and all I'm hearing is niga, 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 niga. I'm like, is this the Wu-Tang Clan? What the fuck did y'all put on in my car? Like, turn on Coolio. Put something wholesome on. I don't want to hear this. That's the weird thing. I did not know, again, generationally, that Asian culture was that big with kids. You know what I mean? And my kids, they stay in the suburbs. And I grew up in the city. I grew up poor. And this happens for anybody who grew up poor, but particularly black people. When we grow up poor, but then we move to the suburbs, our family that still stay in the hood, they like, all right, don't be turning them kids white now. Don't be turning them kids white. But I didn't know they was gonna turn Asian somehow. Like this was some Pearl Harbor sneak attack shit. Like, where did this come from? Got my kids eating with sticks and calling me all kinds of niggas? Like, what is... I'm John Armstrong. Thank y'all so much.